Thank you, Allison. Welcome back. I'm Shauna from Good News Only. Today we're talking about the power of storytelling, not just to inform us, but to transform us. This weekend, Peoria will host a special community experience through the statewide Healing Illinois initiative, bringing together conversation, creativity, and healing through the arts. Joining us this morning are two incredible guests. Dr. Kay Baptiste is an Emmy Award-winning filmmaker and national speaker whose documentary Preschool to Prison shines a light on challenges facing young people and communities across the country. We're also joined by Jonathan Romain, co-founder of Art Inc., the organization leading this important work here in Central Illinois through a 2-day healing arts residency focused on dialogue, reflection, and community connection. Thank you both for being here. I'm so excited.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, yes. So we'll start with you, Mr. Romain. Tell me about this event. What's happening this weekend? I know you had something last night, so we've missed that, unfortunately. But what is this?
Well, what happened last night was not connected to this.
Okay,
but what's
so
happening today and tomorrow? Today we're going to have a workshop with some of our kids, with Dr. K. We're going to show them the documentary From Preschool to Prison, the pipeline, and then we're going to talk about it. We're going to engage in conversation, and we're going to be solution oriented and talk about things that we can do to make a difference in our community for our young people. And then tomorrow we're going to open this up to a wider audience. The community is invited to come out, and we're going to run the documentary again, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to have a panel discussion and just talk about these issues that are so devastating to the Black and brown community in general.
So Art Inc. was selected for the programming for Healing Central Illinois. What does this mean to your organization, being selected to lead?
Well, as with all of the grants and all of the programming that we do, it's just another opportunity for us to have an impact on the community that we service. And as you know, information is power. And so whenever we have an opportunity to bring informative things to our community, that puts us one step ahead of the game. And so that's how it's important to us, and why it's important to us to be able to bring people like Dr. K into our community and share with us things that she studied and learned and taught for so many years that can help empower our community.
So I'll ask you both, when people feel unseen and unheard, healing can become difficult. So what role do you see this documentary and this event playing in helping people share their stories and moving toward healing? Excuse me.
That's a great question.
Thank you.
This documentary serves as a mirror and a map. A mirror for us to self-reflect. Where have we gone wrong? Where have we failed our children? And where is the opportunity for us to help our children heal? And we start by getting people to understand what the harmful systems are, what are the policies that have been put in place historically, and how they still show up in modern day, what it then looks like in action. We touch hearts before we touch minds. Why? Because we got to get people to feel. When we can get people to feel, now we can talk logically, and we can talk about how do we start to change policies that continue to have disenfranchised communities of color, communities or children with disabilities, and what does that look like when it goes unchecked for so long? What is the long-term impact now that they're adults, which is why we said preschool to prison. When I said school to prison pipeline, people weren't outraged enough. And I was outraged that people weren't outraged enough, right? They thought that they visualized tall kids. Some of the kids sometimes are taller than us, right? So they looked at it. I've even had adults say, well, some of these kids need to be locked up to teach them a lesson. And I'm saying, but where's the studies to say that that has a positive impact on them? They're not being rehabilitated. We find that they're not getting the education that they can get. They're not getting the mental health services that they may need in order for re-entry to be successful. So then we focused on preschool to prison instead, because you get a different image. Now we're touching hearts that way. When I say preschool, what do you visualize?
Babies.
A baby. So now people are like, wait, babies? They locking up babies? Yes. Now we can talk about it. So we use this as a mirror and a map to start changing policies, getting a mirror for our own youth to start identifying their power, their uniqueness, their purpose. A lot of our youth who are incarcerated, they don't feel like they had good guidance. They don't feel like there was any hope. They don't feel like they have any direction. So that's what we aim to serve.
Yeah. So I want to ask, what role do you feel, particularly filmmaking, what responsibility do you think it has in terms of sharing these kinds of stories and making sure that these voices in these communities are heard?
Filmmaking is so critical. The arts. There was a study that came out recently that showed that people who engaged in the arts live longer. They live, right? There's something about the arts that's very healing. With film, the power of film is that it creates connection, belonging. It gives words to, sometimes people don't have words. They know they've experienced something. They don't always have the words to identify what that thing is. And so this film has helped give language around a common experience that has been happening. Right? When we start looking at the data, in 2025, the U.S. Department of Education published a report that showed 2.4 million students were suspended from school. When you're suspended from school, what message does that send to a child? It sends the message that you did something wrong, you are bad, you do not belong here. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't have consequences and hold children accountable for behaviors that are egregious, but now we have to look at what is appropriate. And there's no study out there that supports suspensions being appropriate and healthy for a child. They have shown the exact opposite of being harmful and dangerous to a child's well-being and inclusion.
So I'll ask Jonathan, what role do you see our Inc. playing overall in the community toward healing the community and the kids in the community who are in this pipeline?
You know, unfortunately, we can only do so much. Let me make sure I put that out there first. But in the capacity that we operate, what I share with my staff on a regular basis is that what we have is a tremendous opportunity to spend 3 hours a day with young people. And in those 3 hours, we want to pour into them something that will help them move in the right direction. That's what we're limited to. In the summer, we have them all day, every day. And in that time period, we want to enlighten them on what's good in life, what's bad in life. We want to enlighten them on what can you do to make a difference in your life. The biggest thing that I tell the young people that I deal with is that if you want to get from some of these circumstances that a lot of our children are in, the easiest way to transform your life is education. And so we pour into them that understanding that the best way to escape poverty, the best way to escape ignorance, the best way to escape prison, the best way to escape all of these things that are harmful and hurting our community, first is education. I did a painting recently. It's a boy sitting on top of a bunch of books. And I called it, what did I call it? I forgot what I called it. The Birth of Freedom or something like that, right? But I tell these young people that it was these books that allowed me to transform my life, the path that I was on, to where I am today. Because as most people in Peoria know, and everybody that knows me, they all know I started painting in prison. But in this painting that I did, all of the books that this kid is sitting on are books that I read while I was in prison.
Wow.
And that helped to transform my life more than anything that I could imagine. And, you know, there's something about the fact that little black and brown kids in Chicago are experiencing the same things as little black and brown kids in New York, as little black and brown kids in Oklahoma, as little black and brown kids in Mississippi. So if you're showing a pattern all over the nation, how can it be an individual's fault? And I think about when I was a kid growing up on the west side of Chicago. I couldn't have been any older than 10 or 11 years old. I was standing outside of a corner grocery store, and a bus going to the Cook County Jail drove by with maybe 24 inmates on it. And I can remember at 10, 9 years of age, looking at that bus and feeling like that would be me one day.
Well, hold that thought. Let's hear more about that after the break.
Okay.
Okay, we'll be right back.
Thank you, Central Illinois, for making Midwest Equipment your Viewer's Choice winner for Generator Dealer.
What is WOW? It's innovation in chemistry helping unlock what's always been there, the power of your smile. Colgate Optic White Pro Series delivers 5 times whiter teeth after 1 day. That's routine made remarkable. Colgate Optic White, the science of WOW.
Hi, this is Tony with Midwest Elite Properties. Do you have a house that's costing you too much time and money? Maybe a rental house, an inherited house you don't know what to do with, or the house you're living in you just can't keep up with. We buy homes in any condition, in any price range, all over the area. Sell your home as is with no repairs and for cash, with no fees, no commissions, and no hassle. If you're even thinking about selling your home, give us a call today for a free cash offer.
Call 309-727-TEAM. That's 309-727-TEAM.
Shoulder pain from injury or arthritis can be debilitating. Stiffness, swelling, and shooting pain that worsen with activity are all common symptoms. Whether it's from work, exercise, or life's daily demands, shoulder pain can hold you back. Backed by years of experience, the team at Superior Med right here in Peoria combines cutting-edge research-based approach with a commitment to customer service to help guide you to a non-surgical pain solution. Have you been told you need surgery? Are you starting to feel the effects of aging? Do you feel like you're slowing down or not recovering as quickly? Call Superior Med today to schedule your free shoulder pain consultation. It's time to get moving again, pain-free. Call today. To schedule your free shoulder pain consultation, call Superior Med at 309-328-8608. Call Superior Med today to schedule your free shoulder pain consultation.
The power that keeps us going. Behind it all are real people with real skills. At Midwest Technical Institute, you'll learn the skills that keep our world moving. Trade up to a career with staying power. Trade up to trade school. Learn more at midwesttech.edu.
At DNR Plumbing, Heating and Air, we salute the do-it-yourselfer. Because of you, we are busy 24 hours a day. From early morning to late night service, to all the times in between. Problems with plumbing, electrical, heating and air? Call DNR first. 24-hour emergency service and free estimates. We're in the business of building customer relations.
Thanks, DNR.
Hello, summer. Let's get outside. A family pool turns ordinary days into the best summer days. Right now, save up to 50%, plus free pool installation and free package upgrades. Only $76 a month. And don't miss savings up to $5,000 on hot tubs from $44.99 or just $95 a month. Summer fun starts right in your own backyard. Pools, patio, hot tubs, and more. Only at the Great Escape.
Shop the Great Escape.
It's lower, it's better than ever, and you qualify. At Uptrink Ford, everyone gets better than employee pricing on new Ford. At Uptrink Ford, the big Ford store down by the river in East Peoria.
Welcome back, Central Illinois. And if you've peeked out your window, you might have noticed that we've started to see some more of those rain clouds move into the area, which we'll cover that here in just a few minutes. But that is the main story, is we're going to have morning showers and a few thunderstorms possible throughout the day. But the biggest chance for those scattered showers, more thunderstorms, could be later today. And then besides that rain, we're bringing in more warmth, but muggy conditions come back into the area. So it's been fairly nice across the area, but unfortunately that sticky, muggy air is now making a return as well. But here's those storm clouds, or rain clouds really, rather than storm clouds across the area here. Those are going to start moving in, but those aren't affecting our temperatures by any means, as we're still already into the 70s. So 74 in Peoria, 75 in Bloomington Normal, 78 in Pontiac, 69 in Galesburg, and 78 in Lincoln. So already heading pretty warm. Here's those rain showers that we're watching. They're moving into the area. We're going to get a decent rain shower out of that. I wish it was a lot heavier, but as you notice, as it comes into the area here, it starts to lose fuel. So we won't have as heavy of rain showers as we were hoping. We definitely need that here across central Illinois. But let's go to map that all out, and you'll see here mid-morning, that'll be moving more towards here central Illinois, the Illinois Valley. And then by the afternoon hours, maybe some of our northern areas, we'll see a few scattered showers, but overall, it's going to move out of the area by this evening. Now, we could have a few scattered thunderstorms this evening, something we're keeping an eye on, but at each model run, it continues to change. So we're keeping an eye to see if those will move through, something we're keeping an eye on because there is a level 2 out of 5 for severe risk. That's that yellow here. And all that means is that you could see damaging winds or large hail for any storm that could develop. But overall, it is a lower threat because it is such a scattered chance for storms. But plenty of rain for the next 5 days. Now, just because we have rain chances every day doesn't mean that every day is going to be a complete washout, but we do have those added chances for rain, which is going to be very helpful for that drought monitor that was released yesterday. You'll notice our northern areas have this moderate drought and the rest of central Illinois is under that abnormally dry. And that's not too much of a surprise considering we've been pretty dry over the last couple of weeks. So definitely need some of those rain showers to help with that because the heat is not helping. We're definitely going to stay in the mid 80s, even touching around 90 degrees here as we come with the week ahead. And the trend isn't really changing too much as our average temperature here is around 80 degrees. Overall, we remain above. We'll see if by the time we get to middle of June, if it will drop or not, a little bit below, but it doesn't look like it's going to be by much. And that muggy meter, we're bringing that back out because by the time you get to Sunday and Monday, muggy conditions return to the area. So when you step out your door, you're definitely going to notice that it's going to be a little bit sticky. But next few hours, we're going to dodge those rain showers. Overall, not too bad for us as temperatures get back into the 80s. 10-day forecast continues to show the 80s and 90s are here to stay, and so are those rain chances. Very warm for the trend ahead.
So kids who attend schools in poor communities, whether you're white, Black, Latinx, or Native American, do not receive adequate resources, period.
When you have schools that don't have the money and don't have the resources, and that social worker is servicing 3 schools, right? That nurse is servicing 2, that school psychologist is only showing up once a month. So they come into a school building where it should be providing a safe space, a safe environment, and you don't see those individuals that usually provide that safe space, right? Like the social workers, the school psychologists, the nurse.
Even as teachers, you're brought into the system to perpetuate the school to prison pipeline because they don't teach you this in teacher school.
Welcome back. Here we are joined with Dr. K and with Jonathan Romain talking about this weekend's event where we will be viewing for the community. The community will have a screening of preschool to prison. Now, I wanted to ask Dr. K, it's easy to look at these statistics or hear them and be disconnected, but we know that art kind of evokes a sense of empathy. What do you hope viewers come away with, not thinking but feeling? From both of you, I would like to pose that question to.
Yeah, other than rage, right? Then the next thought and feeling should be, what is my role? What can I do? How is this affecting me? And I tell people, it doesn't matter if you have children or not, everybody is impacted. Because what kind of future are we creating if we continue to put handcuffs on our babies and we send them from school to prison, right? Like mentally, think about the impact on a child if they're not getting the support that they need. The families, right? There was a study that came out recently that showed 1 in 4 teachers say that most of their day is dealing with helping children with their mental health, right? Supporting children in mental health crisis. So now we have to start thinking about if 1 in 4, that's 25% that are spending most of their day supporting our children that are having a mental health crisis, right? So then that means we need to start looking at community resources, family support. Our families are stretched thin. Right? There was another survey that showed that parents said that they are so overwhelmed with parenting, working, trying to navigate all of these factors, the cost of everything going up, right? And so now it's easier to disconnect because I'm exhausted.
Yes, yes. I love those points. Thank you so much for sharing that. We'll have more with Dr. K and Jonathan Romain when we come back.
25 News, committed to stories important in your community, and now honored as one of the best morning newscasts in the state by the Illinois News Broadcasters Association.
Every step doesn't have to feel like a battle. Popping and grinding, swelling and stiffness, shooting pain that worsens with activity and stability are all symptoms of knee pain. Backed by years of experience, the team at Superior Med right here in Peoria combines a cutting-edge research-based approach with a commitment to customer service to help guide you to a non-surgical knee pain solution. Have you been told you're bone on bone? Are you starting to feel the effects of aging? Do you feel like you're slowing down or not recovering as quickly? Call Superior Med today to schedule your free knee pain consultation. It's time to get moving again, pain-free. Call today. Visit us at superiormedpeoria.com. Call Superior Med today to schedule your free knee pain consultation. It's time to get moving again, pain-free. Call today.
Get an 11% rebate and everything now at Menards. When you're looking for new appliances, Menards is the place to shop. You'll find a great selection, the best prices, and top brands ready to take home today. Save over $350 on this Whirlpool electric range after sale price and rebate. Countertops are the center of the home, and Menards carries an excellent selection, from elegant to everyday options. Get quartz countertops starting at a value of $39.95 a square foot after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
I have active psoriatic arthritis, but want to move with more freedom. So I'm ready to jump in with Skyrizi. Along with clearer skin, Skyrizi helps me move with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. And it's just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic. Serious allergic reactions, increased infections, or lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, get checked for infections and TB. Tell your doctor about any flu-like symptoms or vaccines.
There's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi.
Hi, I'm Mortgage Matt, owner of Easy Mortgage. Thank you for making Easy Mortgage your Viewer's Choice Award winner. We've been helping clients save money for over 20 years with their mortgage needs. Call or text us today to see how we make getting your home loan easy.
The Burger King value menu lets you make the rules.
I decide how I keep it cool. Spray and freeze.
From chicken fries to the Whopper Jr. Build your $5 duo or $7 trio now featuring Freezy Kings.
WNBA action is heating up as Camila Cardoso and the Sky lace up for a battle with Toronto. Sky, tempo.
Sunday at 2 on My Team Channel 19.
Spurs and Knicks have earned the right to play for a championship.
I'm not worried the slightest. We're going to be so much better.
We know what we have to do. We can't just be satisfied.
Jalen Brunson does it again.
The NBA Finals, Knicks, Spurs, Game 2 on ABC and the ESPN app.
25 News is brought to you by Benson's Appliance. Benson's excellent technicians perform service on your schedule within 24 hours of your call.
Welcome back. The sprinting of preschool to prison is tomorrow. Can you tell us when and where everybody can attend?
Yeah, so tomorrow it is from 2 to 4. And it's at Art Inc., which is at 919 Northeast Jefferson. And anybody can attend. It's free to the public, and we want as many people to come out as possible.
Okay, thank you so much. Well, listen,
You're welcome.
You can catch more with me and Dr. K, as well as Jonathan Romain, later today at 10:30 on Good News Only, so be sure to catch that. We will have more 25 News after the break.